If you're a true Washington Commanders fan, get ready for an in-depth analysis of what went down in the recent preseason opener against the New York Jets. Today, we're diving deep into the debut of Jayden Daniels, who's already showing why the Commanders are so excited about him. Plus, we'll have some commentary on the performances of other players like Jamon Davis and Emmanuel Forbes Jr., who are under the spotlight this season. So, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any details of our upcoming analyses, and let's figure out what we can expect from our team in the future. Jayden Daniels, still green in the NFL, looked ahead and saw 7 white jerseys lined up at the line of scrimmage. He knew the called play wouldn't work. That's when the calm and quick thinking of a veteran shone through in a rookie. He immediately aborted the original plan and signaled Dyami Brown to run a go route down the right sideline. That kind of decision-making, my friends, is what separates the greats from the average. Offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury has always emphasized that Daniels should trust his game reading, and that's exactly what he did. He didn't just throw the ball. He launched a 42-yard bomb that softly landed in Brown's hands. A perfect pass that reminded everyone why Daniels was so highly sought after by the Commanders from the start. But let's be honest, it wasn't just the pass that impressed. Daniels showcased a rare combination of intelligence, accuracy, and leadership, all while playing behind a patched-up offensive line. Without the top 3 offensive tackles, the rookie still managed to keep his cool and lead an impressive drive that culminated in a 3-yard touchdown. What do you think, fans? Doesn't it feel like we're witnessing the start of something special here? The Jets' defense might not have been their starters, but even so, Daniels exuded confidence. As a fan, I'm already excited to see how far this kid can take the team. Speaking of protection, the offensive line was a point of concern. With Andrew Wiley, Brandon Coleman, and Cornelius Lucas out, Daniels had to work with a rotation of substitutes, including Trent Scott, Chris Paul, Jayden Daniels, Mason Brooks, and Armani Taylor. This is not the situation you want, especially when we're talking about the future quarterback of the franchise. And while it worked this time, it's worrisome to think about how this line will hold up during the regular season when facing tougher defenses. The question is, how long until we see all the starters back in full form? This could be crucial for Daniels' success or failure, and consequently, for our team this season. Another player who stood out was Jamon Davis. Remember him? The first-round pick in 2021 who still needs to prove his full potential. Well, it looks like Coach Dan Quinn finally decided to place him on the edge, and Davis responded with key tackles right in the first quarter. Davis not only showed strength, but also quick reactions, which are essential for a player in his position. After hearing so many rumors about his position change, it's great to see he's finally finding his place in the defense. Now, the question is whether he can maintain this level throughout the season. What do you think, fans? Will Davis finally deliver what we've expected from him since the draft? In the secondary, cornerback Emmanuel Forbes Jr. had a mixed performance. He started strong, breaking up a deep pass, but was soon beaten on a corner route that resulted in a touchdown for the Jets. This kind of inconsistency is concerning, especially for a player fighting to secure his position. Forbes still seems to be struggling with his technique, something that was evident during warm-ups when defensive passing game coordinator Jason Simmons worked intensively with him. Fans, what do you think? Does Forbes have a future as a starter, or is it time to start considering other options? Either way, he's a player who needs a lot of attention in the upcoming games. Speaking of needs, Saturday's game made it clear that the Commanders desperately need depth at the tackle position. With Wiley, Lucas, and Coleman out, the offensive line was vulnerable, and this could be a major issue if not resolved quickly. The addition of Taylor and J.C. Hassenauer brought some help, but the truth is we're still heavily reliant on players who aren't 100% ready. What worries me, as a fan, is thinking about how this line will hold up during the regular season, especially against teams with more aggressive defenses. We need health and maybe a few more signings. Time is ticking, and the season opener is just around the corner. In the kicking game, we saw Riley Patterson miss a 38-yard field goal attempt. This is another point of concern, my friends. If we're already having issues with kicks in preseason games, imagine when the pressure really ramps up. Of course, no one wants to see a game decided by a missed kick, but we know that can happen. Is it time to start considering alternatives, or does Patterson still deserve a vote of confidence? This is a topic that's sure to generate a lot of discussion among fans in the coming weeks. On the other hand, wide receiver Bryson Tremaine continues to impress. Even as an undrafted player, he made a 16-yard reception on Saturday, showing that he could be a valuable piece in the offense. At 6'4" and 213 pounds, Tremaine has the physicality the team needs, especially in plays where strength is essential. The big question is whether he can maintain this consistency throughout the preseason games and secure a spot on the final roster. Fans, what do you think? Does Tremaine deserve a spot on the team? Or is he just another preseason star who will fade when the games really start to count? Among the rookies, tight end Ben Sinnott also caught attention with a 44-yard reception, showing impressive ability to gain yards after the catch. On one play, he dragged several defenders down the field, demonstrating the strength and determination the team needs. However, it's important to remember that the preseason is just a rehearsal. Sinnott still needs to prove he can do this consistently against starting defenses. But so far, he's on the right path to securing his spot on the roster. Are you also excited about Sinnott, or is it too early to get our hopes up? On defense, undrafted safety Tyler Owens made a spectacular play on special teams, bringing down Malachi Corley on a punt. This is what I call total commitment. Even as an undrafted player, Owens is showing that he has what it takes to make a difference. Plays like this not only secure a spot on the roster, but also show the veterans that no one's job is safe. Internal competition is always healthy, and Owens is proving he wants to be part of this team. What do you think? Does he deserve a chance, or is it too early to tell? The Commanders also experimented with the new kickoff rule, using wide receivers Byron Pringle and Kazmir Allen for returns, with promising results of 26 and 32 yards, respectively. The new rule could change the dynamics of returns this season, and it's interesting to see how the team is adapting. These first attempts were encouraging, but there's still a lot to explore. How do you see this new rule? Do you think it could be an advantage for the Commanders, or are we just adapting to something all teams will have to deal with? So folks, to wrap it up, we have many open questions. Is Daniels really the answer to the Commanders' future? Will the offensive line be able to stay healthy and protect our new quarterback? And what about our other young players and rookies? Will they be able to exceed expectations and lead the team to the playoffs? Now I want to hear from you. What's your take on Jayden Daniels' debut? Leave your comment below, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates, and I'll see you in the next video. Are we finally witnessing the beginning of a new era for the Washington Commanders? Stay tuned.